Thank God. Now everything can go back to normal.
New episodes of Great Chocolate Showdown premiere Thursday, August 11th.
Now at 10, 6 people are killed in an instant after a car careens into traffic at more than 100 miles an hour and bursts into flames. What we are learning about the driver and the innocent victims.
Plus, ambushed in the parking lot of the Hustler Casino. Brazen robbers opened fire on the crew of an armored vehicle in broad daylight, critically wounding a guard, then escaping with cash.
And housing the homeless in hotels right next to paying guests. The controversial proposal that's creating outrage across Los Angeles, now on the news at 10. Good evening, I'm Micah Ullman.
And hi, I'm Courtney Friel in tonight for Cher Calvin. We begin with that scene of horror and heartache in Windsor Hills, where 6 people were killed in a fiery multi-car crash.
Among the dead, a pregnant woman and a toddler. The investigation focusing tonight on a speeding driver who ran a red light at more than 100 miles an hour. This crash involving several cars, some of them bursting into flames at the intersection of La Brea and Slauson. We have live team coverage of the deadly crash, including the latest on the victims.
But first, we want to get out to Ktla Dt.'s John Fenolio. He's live at the scene with more on the investigation. Hi, John.
Court, Micah, this is such a heartbreaking scene. Just moments ago, CHP confirming that another body has been found in the wreckage, bringing the death toll now to a total of 6 people. And if we step out of the way and zoom in closer, you can take a look at that crash site right there. The impact of this collision was so strong it all but tore one car in half and badly damaged several others just before 2 o'clock this afternoon. So many lives lost in the blink of an eye due to a speeding driver. A horrendous crash captured on surveillance video. A speeding driver plows through a red light and into several cars at Slauson and La Brea Avenues.
And I saw the fire. I didn't know if the gas station was going to explode.
Veronica Esquivel was pumping gas just feet from the fiery collision.
I saw things flying in the air. I went like this to cover myself because I didn't know what was going to hit me.
A fireball in the middle of one of LA's busiest intersections, sending plumes of black smoke into the air as onlookers scream for help. A total of 6 people killed in an instant, including a little boy about a year old.
And then all of a sudden, a baby literally flew from the middle of the intersection to the middle of the gas station, landed right on the floor in front of me.
Esquivel tried to save the child.
And one of the workers came and saw me with the baby and took the baby out of my hands. Somebody tried to, resuscitate the baby, but the baby was gone.
Also among the dead, a pregnant woman, her unborn baby, and 3 other adults. Another 8 people injured and hospitalized.
There was a 2-door Mercedes traveling at a high rate of speed southbound on La Brea.
Investigators say the driver of that Mercedes is a 40-year-old woman who suffered major injuries. Paramedics rushed her to a nearby trauma center.
Just unknown reasons for the high speed at this time. Everyone needs to just drive with more due regard because a lot of collisions happen, and this just happens to be at the top of the list of how bad they can get.
And authorities confirmed that everyone who was killed was declared dead at the scene. Again, it just speaks to how violent this crash was. We're also learning tonight, authorities telling us that that speeding driver is responsive but remains hospitalized. Reporting live in Windsor Hills, John Fenolio, KTLA 5 News.
John, thank you. People have been arriving at the crash scene all evening looking for news about their missing loved ones. But since the cars are so badly burned, it is difficult to identify the victims. Many families wondering tonight about the fate of their loved ones, hoping their fears do not become reality. Tonight, we are learning more about the woman behind the wheel of that Mercedes and what may have led to the terrible crash.
Mary Beth McDade continues our live coverage with more on the victims. Hi, MB.
Hi there, Court and Micah. Yes, it really has been just such a heartbreaking night out here tonight, talking to the family.